It didn't launch in full screen. And now it says not responding. Okay, that was weird. Full screen, please. You must first enter the dark place. Oh, we're doing this. Okay. Are you sure? Save data will be reset if there is any. Yeah, let's go. Content warning. Welcome to the Dark Place contains heavy themes surrounding death and mental illness, as well as descriptions of suicide. Dun dun dun. Audio is essential. Please play with sound. Audio's coming through? Well, there's no audio right now. You'll need a left and right speaker. Headphones are best. Ow. Dude, my... Hang on. My neck is... absolutely killing me. Your volume might be too loud if you could clearly hear the static noise. Okay, noted. Please be nice to your ears. Yeah, let's make sure. After the intro, every choice you make will be saved. You can press escape or start at any time to quit to the main menu. Death resets all progress. You can also reset your progress in the options. I thought I could describe a state, make a map of sorrow. C.S. Lewis, A Grief Observed. I know it might not stop. I stand my ground. It screeches to a halt. Pull out my pocket pistol. I aim at the driver as I walk around to his door. His window is already rolled down. He's a burly looking man who looks to be in his 30s. His eyes are darting around, then he focuses on me. Oh, dude. Let's update the category. Welcome to the dark place, to the dark place, welcome to the dark place, to the dark place. I aim at the driver as I walk around to his door. His window is already rolled down. Oh yeah, I read this. His eyes are darting around and then he focuses on me. Get out. This ride is mine, I say. The man stares and does nothing. Stare back. A grin spreads across his face, but his eyes stay the same. Keep staring. He opens the car door and slowly gets out. I wait until he moves away a safe distance. Get in slowly? I seat myself inside, shut the door, and lock it. I left the key in the ignition. I press down on the gas, and the dark trees outside start whizzing by. Something doesn't feel right. Look at the back seats, which I should have done like when I got in. There's nothing back there. The car's pristine. Actually, it's probably new. It still doesn't feel right. The side view mirror. See anything on the road behind me? Turn the mirror. I turn the mirror. Adjust my seat. Ah, that's all. I move the seat forward and lean it back a little. This is better. What's in the glove box? In the glove box is a small note and a road map. Read the note. Enjoy the car while it's yours. Look at the map. On the big, wrinkled paper is a tangled mess of colored lines that I can barely see. On the bottom right, scrawled in pencil, are the words, "You'll have to keep your own." I click the radio on and twist the dial. Some opera singer, awkward, has some silly country music, gross. I stop at a solemn piano. Ah, classical music. Boring. I twist the dial again. Some experimental rock, some electronic pop. Not in the mood. Not in the mood for rap either. Ugh. Then I find pure static. I lean back and let go of the steering wheel. I'm just resting my foot on the pedal, watching the road with eyes half open, imagining I'm on the ocean. I can feel the bright wind and water battering my face. The shore stretches on for miles, and I'm alone. I jerk awake. What was that noise? I'm still on the road. At the sunroof. The sky is dark and clear. I can see some stars. Calm down. I listen to the static, and again I begin to drift off into its waves. I'll go wherever the road takes me. I open my eyes. The low fuel icon is lit up. Already? Hit the brakes, floor the gas pedal, curse to myself. There's something in the road. Stop the car. I slam the brakes. The car halts just in front of a tall deer. It's standing there, staring at me. Get out of the way. The deer doesn't move. Wait. Its head turns around on a swivel, all the way around, until it's facing me again. Then its head pops up on two metal beams, revealing a round wind-up alarm clock. The clock goes off, rattling atop its severed neck. Why would I get out and run? Just drive away. The deer explodes, and the car hood bursts into flames. The airbag goes off. I fumble the door open and stumble away into the trees. I don't think I should keep going. Washed in red light, I stare at the car on fire, my mouth agape. Can't believe what just happened. The deer is gone, or it's in the fire. Check the woods. I stumble away in panic. Walking down from the road is tough. The grass is tall and wet, and the leaves hang low from the trees. I stop. In the moonlight, I see something sitting in the tall grass. It's a shiny black sculpture of some kind of bird, with its head lifted high. Warm, colorful light emanates. A wind gushes out of somewhere, as if from an open door. It's a swan. With its reflective shape, I see a sunny desert road. I turn my head, and then it becomes a shimmering glass train, full of passengers, all laughing as it whizzes by. Then it's a cavern carved out in the shape of a cathedral, lit by an old man's mining helmet. Look deeper. The swan shatters under the swing of a sledgehammer. A scraggly, long-haired old man. They have some comma abuse in here. A comma doesn't go there. Is hunched over, heaving from exhaustion. I just realized you can't see the mouse here. Hang on a second. There we go. Oh, it was probably like that for the last one too, wasn't it? Dang. What is all this? No, he blurts out. That's easy to answer. Question is why the dark place is not for the eyes. Then he looks up as he seems to hear something. He waves me off. Go. Go back. Hurry. Run back. I turn around and run, trudging up to the road. I come to the car and look it over for a second. It's black and it smells like burnt oil and rubber. Deer is gone. Where is it now? It exploded. We established that. I don't think starting the car is going to make any sense. Look at the side view mirror. All I see in the mirror is a pair of lights approaching. Step out into the road. As I bring my hand down over my gun, something becomes restless in the air around me, like static electricity. The headlights are getting closer. The car screeches to a halt in front of me. Pull out my pistol. The hood of their car is unlatched, and the windshield is cracked. There's a kid crying in the back seat. I brandish my pistol. A young, short-haired woman stares at the road ahead, pale hands clutching the wheel. The kid looks like me. Is that me? Am I carjacking? What am I? Something strikes. The world crumbles beneath my feet, and I fall into a black ravine. I'm drowning. I can't see. So this might not have been evident on your end, but on my end, it just went to full screen. Wave my arms. All once true is false. In one hard blow, I'm knocked into the dark place where all the people go. Wake up. I pick myself up. Canopy of leaves far above my head shroud the cloudy sky. So it's dim down at the forest floor. I've never been here before. Nailed to a tree, there's a small note. For fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. We all go here. Play by the dark place's 6 rules, or fate's worse than death will find you in this nightmare. 3 red blots mark liars. Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time are sped up. By this part of the note has been torn through. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Don't trust the wolf. The train is the only escape. Let me see that one more time because that sounds important. 3 red blots mark liars. Food means depravity and death. Tellers of time are sped up by something. Holes in suspicious places may lead to the undergoing. Don't trust the wolf. And the train is the only escape. I hear a distant train whistle. All I have is an empty handgun. A gun with no bullets. Tiny handgun. Oh, wait. Which way am I facing? I'm facing north. I think I heard it from the east. Forest. Green leaves flutter down from the trees. Forest. Continue east. To the east I see a short tower made of cement. Tower. It's a short, round, sturdy tower of solid gray cement. The thing is big and a little intimidating. It doesn't care to blend in with the rest of the forest. It seems important. I'm at the west side of the big cement tower. There's a small crack in the wall. It's dark inside. Listen to crack. Nothing. North side of tower. At the north side of the big cement tower. I'm at the west side of the big cement tower. There's a small crack. I'm at the south side of the big cement tower. There's something shiny on the ground. It's a tiny white key. Pocket it. I'm at the east side of the big gray tower, cement tower. There's a brown wooden door. Open door. I use the key that I found in the grass. The door clicks. I'm in a dim, tight corridor. Behind me is the door leading outside. To my left, I see stairs going up. Ahead, I see another door leading into the center of the building. Oh. I step inside. The light is off, but in the dark I can see something big that has a black tarp over it. There's a light switch on my right. I flick the switch. A dim light bulb blinks on. Now I can see the whole thing. It's massive, whatever it is, surrounded by big old dead computers and machinery. I uncover a large mechanical contraption with what seems to be big black nylon wings on both sides. It looks like the bare metal endoskeleton of a giant bird. It's clearly in disrepair. I make my way over to the dusty old computer. It reminds me of an arcade cabinet. I reach around the back and flip the tiny switch. The thing whirs to life, surprisingly. The screen displays some options. The map image seems to be corrupted. I'll have to draw my own. Keep track of landmarks. Oh, there was a map further back that I just neglected to look at, wasn't there? Tomorrow the cloud will be to the northwest, right over Dimlos. I'm staying awake tonight here in the lab. Not like I could sleep anyway. We set flight at dawn. Development has been cut short as I fear of tampering, sabotage. I've barricaded the door. I hear voices, some of my own, saying things I would and wouldn't say. It's getting hard recognizing my own thoughts. This will be my last true message. Sometimes, many times, I've wondered what am I really doing this for? Now there's only one thing I know. To find a way out of the dark palace. The dark place is to discover what the dark place is. My name is Chance. I am... Is that coordinates? North 12, west 13? Integral systems missing. Missing motherboard. Missing power unit. Missing central motor. Missing fuse. Missing speaker. Missing lenses. Missing disk drive. Missing vacuum tube. Games? Let's play Maze. The audio sounds corrupted. You're standing in a hallway. The floor and walls are coated in a thick layer of dust. The air is filled with it. Can't keep from coughing. As you walk, your bare feet leave clear footprints in the dusty hardwood floor. There's a red door on the left wall and a big window straight ahead. The window's so dusty you can't even see through it. You gasp. It's a face on the other side of the glass, grinning, looking at you. You feel silly as you realize it's a mirror, not a window. There's nothing there. The red door, like everything else, is coated in dust so that it barely even has a color anymore. No one answers. You turn the knob and push it, displacing the thick mass of cobwebs that filled the crack of the door. The dust sticks to your hand. It's another hallway, just the same as the last. You walk down and you walk down it and come to a crossroads. That is not a direction. You turn left. This hallway is longer than previous ones. There's blood on the glass. The hallway is a dead end, except for something dark and round on the wall at the end. It's a big hole in the wall. It seems to lead to pitch darkness. The computer screen goes black. Oh, what happened? The computer screen switches to a realistic visual of the dusty wall and the dark hole in the center. It's getting bigger. Let's turn it off. It won't turn off. The darkness is expanding out into the room. Press escape. The game won't turn off. Rub my hand on the keys. I can't see anything. The darkness takes over the room. Suddenly I feel vertigo, like I've moved somewhere else. Green text appears on the black computer screen. Welcome to the undergoing. You have 53 seconds. Computer room. It's a cold, sleek room with a computer on the desk in the corner. Okay, at least it's not counting down. I go to the door on the north wall. Paintings cover the walls, and unfinished easels are everywhere. Brushes and paint litter the marble floor. The artist isn't here, but there's a woman appreciating a blank canvas. I see doors to the north, east, and south. Go to the east door. Waiting room. Chairs are lined up on a hard gray carpet, and older people sit while reading magazines. There's a TV playing ads in the corner of the ceiling. I see a door on each wall. My head pops like a birthday balloon. End 53. Wow. I feel like there's a lot going on in this game. I think I'll try it again. I think I get to start in the forest. We don't have to do the little intro again. Wake up. Pick myself up. The canopy of leaves far above my head shroud the cloudy sky, so it's dim down at the forest floor. For fresh strikes. Unfortunately, welcome to the dark place. To the north, I see a tree with a hole in it. One of the old trees here has a large hole that allows me to see straight through to the other side. I put my arm through the strange tree. Nothing happens. Every now and then I feel something blowing on my arm. It's warm. Yeah, let's see what happens. Something chomps down. I open my eyes and reel back. My arm is gone. I collapse in shock. End 40. Yeah. I look up above my head. Through the trees, I see a dark cloud moving quickly toward the northwest. Oh, to make a map. Oh, bruh. Okay, this is what they want us to do. Okay, this is our starting point. Okay, so Wow. Wait, how do I hide the map? Oh, okay, we just did that. Okay, so 2 spaces north. There's a tree. Tree. Yep. Okay, so I went... I think this is the tower. That's a tower. Yeah. West, 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 west. All right. Cool. Let's go back to the tower, and this time we'll just go to the top. Get the key. Go back to the east side. Let's go in. Let's go upstairs. And I'm in a tight, twisting stairway. Below me is the way out of the tower. Stairs lead me up to a dark brown wooden door. It's a messy study room. There's an undone bed and books strewn across the floor. Beside the bed is a desk stacked with papers. At the far end of the room is a window with a big telescope peering out. Let's look at the telescope. I look in the telescope. It's currently pointing at the clouds. They look normal. I turn the telescope around looking at the cloud formations, until, to the distant northwest, I see one that stands out completely. It's dark like smoke, whirling and lighting up deep inside with sparks of lightning. To the northwest? What's in the drawers? I pull out the bottom drawer and find 2 fuses. They look like cylindrical glass casing with wires twisting around inside. I found fuses. Go through more drawers. There's all kinds of papers and with physics, calculations, and theories. Many of these writings mention the dragon and the cloud. The handwriting is so awful that I can't understand much. It's a messy study room. I guess we go back downstairs. I don't want to go in that room again. Alright, let's continue to the east. I see a cornfield. Let's go. Corn. West edge of cornfield. To the west. Okay, so we're at the... So there's like the cornfield? Cornfield. Can't see far ahead of myself. corn. All right, so let's see if we can draw the perimeter of the corn. There's a stump, huge tree. Just south. Let's go south. Okay. East. Yeah. Okay, so we're still at it. Corn. Continue east. More corn. We're gonna map out this damn cornfield. More cornfield. It might go on a long time. To the east is a big cobblestone wall that stretches far to the north and south. Vines have grown through the cracks of the wall here. To the west is a cornfield. To the east is a big cobblestone wall. I see an entrance to the south. All right. To the east is an arched tunnel entrance through a big cobblestone wall. On the other side of the tunnel, I see buildings. More corn. Order corn. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we might have the perimeter of the corn. Or alternatively, I might be lost. Probably I should have marked the... Okay, there's the... Let's go to the top of the cornfield. Okay. We're right over there. Okay. So now we're there. One, 2, 3. Okay, let's go through the tunnel. It's dark in the arched tunnel. Moss and vines have taken over and creep through the cracks in the stones. Wind whistles through. There's some crude markings on the wall that say Mango Village. Ahead, I see a dirt road and houses. Let's get some mangoes. Dirt road. Nothing moves. On both sides of the road, there are old, run-down houses and shacks. The white house to my left has a bordered door and windows. The arched tunnel entrance is behind me. Let's investigate the White House. Finally, someone's gotta do it. I approach the White House. There's an awful stench, the smell of something rotting. I hear the incessant buzzing of flies, but I can't see what's in there. The house is boarded up tight. So I think this is the house. Stray papers blow in the wind. Yeah, that's correct. Papers. It's a blue house to my right. Front door is left wide open and it's dark inside. Alright, there's another house here. I don't have color, so we're just going to imagine it's blue. I approach the blue house and look in through the front door. There's a rotten, moldy smell. I see a dining table half buried in trash and a living room that's completely empty. I walk on further. Someone slowly comes around the corner up ahead, walking toward me with a cane. It's an old man in gray attire. Old man with cane. Hello. Good day, wanderer, he says with a rich voice. As you can see, there's nothing to see here in Mango, but I'll show you around if you like. But really, nothing at all. Nothing to see. How did I get here? That's where I am. He says, oh, don't worry, son. We're all lost here in the dark place. But I'd love to show you around. What do you mean? You're new to the dark place, aren't you? I did hear lightning not long ago. Yes. Ah, see that cloud to the northwest? He points behind me. I turn around and look over the village wall into the distant northwestern sky. Far away is a giant dark storm cloud. Even from here I can see it writhing. Everyone falls out of the cloud, son. We don't know why, when, or how or where. It just happens. Some people fall out of the cloud into unlucky places. It's best to just accept your being here. Or take a walk with me. Or don't. As I come closer to him, I can better describe his features. He's a little short, with a chubby face and brown eyes. I walk beside him further into the village. My name is Sam. He looks around. Old Mango Village used to be lived in back when I first built it. What happened? I lived in the farthest, quietest corner with my own wife and children. It was a quaint life. Then, you may not believe it, but one day I woke up and everyone was gone. As if in the blink of an eye. What do you do now? Every morning I get up and walk about my old town, take the old walk I always took, and hope... and I hope and believe one morning they'll all be here to greet me. At crossroads we turn left, and then right, and then continue straight onto the dirt road. There's some larger buildings here. Somehow it seems to get quieter as we go deeper into Mango Village. Many of these houses are boarded up, just like that white house I saw. Why are some of these houses boarded up?
No.
I don't know. No, there's just some things I don't know. Why do you think they all disappeared? He thinks for a hard moment. It's a great question, but I chose not to think about it. Anyhow, I'm staying here. I'm too old to defend myself out in the wilderness like you can. Defend myself from what? Have you seen anything already? The dark place strikes in odd and terrible ways. That's why old me stays put behind these walls. But if you stay here, you'll surely die of boredom. So it's best that I be alone. He looks me dead in the eyes, then he laughs. It's been a while since I've talked to someone. So it has been for me as well. It's wonderful of you to visit. Really, really wonderful. There is my home. He points at a gray house. Really is at the farthest corner of the whole village. The front door to his house is already wide open. He steps inside. I can see that it is entirely empty in there, devoid of furniture or possessions. I walk over the rickety doorstep and inch myself in. It's dark in his small home, though a crack in the ceiling provides enough light to see. What do you do here? I just know they're all here somewhere. My family, my people, they never left. They couldn't leave. What do you think happened? They can never leave. The hunger gouged out the dream and left it hollow. I had to have it all. Forever and all closer than ever. The old man clutches his stomach. You're not the first, certainly not the last. He turns around with tears in his eyes. I'll look for you on my old walk. I'm fixed in horror as the old man's grin reaches up above his eyes and stretches his face so that it starts to rip, bearing blood and bones, and his thin arms and legs stretch back like a grasshopper. I can't look away. Stumbling backwards out of the house, I look around at all the empty buildings. It's a trap. This whole village is a dinner plate. He's a cannibal. I sprint down the road. It's behind me. I won't look behind me. The crossroads. I need to remember how we got here. Turn right. Don't recognize these houses. I've never seen this place. The farther I go, the more unfamiliar everything becomes. Houses look almost completely demolished. I've never been here. Everywhere I go just takes me deeper into the maze. There begins somewhere in me a realization that I can't run forever. Sweat drips off my face. I'm becoming exhausted. Darkness begins to bleed into the edges of my vision. I begin to see a dream, a bustling, prosperous city full of fame and grandeur. Horse-drawn carriages ride through the noisy marketplace, and children are playing. The dream is here somewhere, if I could just find it. In one of these dead roads. Maybe in this old house. Maybe it's in here. Stumble into an empty house and collapse on the floor, blacking out from exhaustion. The hungry old man will find me before I wake. Ooh. I wonder if I get to keep my map. That's what I'm very curious about. Because if I do, then that helps me make progress. You're finally awake. So the cloud dropped me out, and it's going to the northwest. Wait, how do I get to my map? What button was the map? There it is. Okay, I can just press C to open and close it. I also totally forgot I had an inventory. Okay, so let's go east. East. to the edge of the cornfield, and then we'll go to the north, and maybe we'll follow the wall. All right. North. So we've gone to there. To the east is a big cobblestone wall. You hear a train whistle in the distance getting louder. Perfect. At the corner of a big cobblestone wall that stretches far to the east and south. It's a putrid smell in the air, like beef. It smells like beef. To the north and east, the trees have red slashes on their bark. Okay. I step on a hard plate which beeps, then my leg disintegrates and sends the rest of my body flying through the air. There was a landmine on that space. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, so we don't go there. That's a landmine. Do a couple more of these. I don't want to put my arm through the hole. North, I see a pleasant stream. Okay, so... flows west, down from the east. Let's go, let's follow the stream. See, it flows west down from the north. The north is a small waterfall. There's gotta be something under the waterfall. Waterfall. To the east is another waterfall. There's more waterfall over here, I guess. Splashes down on the rocks here and flows down to the south. Continue east. I walk east of the wooden stairs. Wait, wooden stairs. The east is a set of old wooden stairs leading up the hillside. Okay. Stairs. Let's go... Let's go north to the pond. There's a small pond here. To the west is a small waterfall. To the north is a cliffside. To the east is a wall of large rocks. Okay, well I guess this is a pond then. Erases E. Pond. Let's see. To the... I guess we'll continue east. I hear a distant woodpecker. The east is a rocky cliff blocked off by a wooden fence. North leads uphill. Let's continue north. Let's just put a wall there. Wait. Put it in the wrong spot. Okay, yeah, there we go. And I guess since this was blocked, I should mark that as well. North. To the north and east is a rocky cliff blocked by a wooden fence. To the west is a sheer drop down to a small pond and a waterfall. There's a bench here facing out over the cliffside. Yeah, let's sit. It's a good view, just high enough to see over the treetops. The sky is cloudy. To the southwest, I see the gangly trees of a swamp. While to the south, I see a white mansion resting in a soft, hilly field. Far to the southeast, I can barely make out a large red and yellow circus tent peeking out over the trees. To the northwest, I see a dark, stormy cloud hanging over a forest of very tall trees which are aligned. Far to the northeast, I see a burning forest spilling out a tower of black smoke. Okay, so that's the bench, but it's blocked off. Go to the south. To the east is a steep rocky slope downward. I skid down the slope. To the west is a steep rocky slope upward. Oh, it's a one-way. Let's go north. Forest. Alright. To the south is a rocky cliffside. Where was the waterfall coming from then? To the southeast is a rocky cliffside. To the south I see a pleasant stream. To the east is a steep rock. Okay, so this is like a little... whole little section that you can't get into. I want to try to find that train. Okay, south is a cliffside. 1, 2. To the west is a tall wooden fence. There are red slashes painted on the west side of the trees here. There's a putrid smell in the air like beef. feel like I shouldn't go this way. I feel like there's just gonna be landmines all over the place. Small steel pipe sticking out from the ground here. The pipe is making a faint sound. There's a grate on the top and another filter farther down. It's dark inside. There's probably something in the cornfield that I can't get to. Okay, let me see if I can mark that pipe. Okay, there's the wall. And west is a cornfield. So we're here. Here. West. West. I lost the pipe. Oh well. There's a camera high up in the tree. It's turned to look straight at me. Okay. It's cool. Alright, there's the cornfield. To the south I see a tower of gray cement. Let's just head north. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rainforest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rainforest. I don't know how to mark rainforest. To the north, the trees are big, like big mossy towers. Their roots tangled through the ground, which is blanketed with pine needles. I hear a woodpecker. There's a line of huge 6 feet tall stones covered in moss and flower buds. I see more stones to the east and west. There's a line of huge 6 feet tall stones covered in moss and flower buds. More stones. The trees are all cut down here in a muddy path leading downhill to the north. Oh, I see a big gate. Let's go to that. It's an ornate black fence. I completely lost where I am on the map. An ornate black fence of shiny steel with a paved stone path leading further in. Through the gate is a white building with tall windows and a bell tower at the front. I can hear voices and music. As I begin to step through, someone stops me. He's wearing a dark suit and a fuzzy mask of a deer. This is a mask party. You need a mask. How do I get one? Here, try this one on. Okay. He forces something up onto my face and straps it on. It's cold, but it's quickly warmed by my breath. What do you feel like? Says his muffled voice. Like a fox. Cute foxy, he says. The deer steps aside. Before me is a large banquet hall and ballroom. Ahead I see a slow dance, but most of the guests are at the long lines of tables on either side of the room, serving themselves fancy dishes I've never seen before. Look at the others. Everyone is in fancy attire, and everyone has a mask with a unique color, shape, and species. They all hold glasses, many standing together in groups. Ahead, in the center of the room, is a slow dance. On the tables I see seared scallops, salmon, steak, Greek salad, shrimp, and lobster. The partygoers are serving themselves. From a door behind the tables, a fox steps out, bringing more food to replace the empty dishes. I catch it sneaking food into the mouth of its mask as it goes. Beside me, there is someone handing out a stack of posters. Wait, I want to get some food. Let's take a poster. He's wearing a mask of a rabbit. He wordlessly hands me one from the stack. I spread it out and take a look. It's an image of a blazing red forest fire and tall, bold letters. Keep the dagger hot. Everyone is in fancy attire and everyone has a mask with unique color. Many hold fancy glasses with colorful drinks, many standing together in groups. I hear behind me. It's a coyote wearing a black sundress. Look at you, standing here lonely. Hello. Oh, then why don't we? It says as it grabs my hand and shoulder and starts leading me to the center, where there's a dance. Yeah, let's dance with the coyote. The coyote pulls me along to the center of the room. It places a hand on my other arm, and we begin to do something like a waltz. But it's not a waltz, and I can't tell where to move next. What do you think about this? It says. What is this place? Oh, apparently when we found it in the modern day, this place had been abandoned for at least 300 years. Probably took a century to build. We've given it new life, I guess. Do you know what it was before? I heard it was some kind of religious temple. What happened to it? I don't know. They probably got bored with the weird rituals. Let's keep dancing. We're having a good time. The coyote tries to pull me closer as we timidly shift about, our steps mismatched. I hear rough breaths under its mask. This dance feels like hard work. Look past the coyote. Past the coyote, further into the ballroom, I see enormous statues carved out from the back wall. Slender human bodies with the heads of animals, looking over their noses at me. There's a throne in the center, and on it, "Silly, what are you looking at?" says the coyote, swinging me around. "Look at me," it says in a smooth voice. "Sorry." As I look at the coyote again, a light shines from behind me. The coyote is struck still. Its mask reflects, shimmering, as I see my shadow cast in front of me. Are you okay? The coyote lets go of me and falls to the ground. It shoots out of the black dress, a real naked animal slipping across the tile with its tail between its legs. Its head slams into a marble pillar, dazing it for a moment. It lifts up its leg and pees, then slinks around the pillar into the dark. The coyote mask is gone. Look at the other animals. Chaos erupts. I look to the tables, which were full of delicacies now overturned. Plates and pie and soup and noodles upside down. The animals are covered in it, fighting over it, and doing shameless things out in the open. A smell fills my mask and makes me choke. Stumble away from the light. I run into the shadow of a pillar. Around me, a line of white rubber suits marches across the room with catch poles, tranquilizers, and steel cages. They don't see me. Past the chaos across the large room, I see sunlight shining through the entrance, which I originally came from. Make a run for the exit. Maybe pull the mask off. Let's make a run for it. I stumble over toppled tables and shaking cages, slipping on plates of slop and puddles. As I finally approach the entrance, the metal cover slams down like a garage door, trapping us all inside. The light shines from behind me, burning me. I rip the mask off my head. I run to the side. I run along the big metal door looking for a way out. Then I trip on a small hole in the ground. It looks like a hole made by a dog. I can't see what's down there. I hear stomping getting closer to me. I dive down into the hole, crawling down through the dark. My arms scrape on the rough dirt and tiny rocks. The tunnel starts to slope down. Suddenly I'm sliding and falling. Grab for something. I land on my belly on a big water slide. It swerves left and right before spitting me out into a wave pool. I crawl out shivering. Water park room. Kids run and scream everywhere. Feel like I need a new map. Okay, we're somewhere in here. Let's draw a little animal mask. Nailed it. I get splashed as I walk to the east door. Parking room. It's a garage full of cars. What? Nearby me, a car goes off as I head to the east door, and all the other cars join in. I didn't touch anything. My head pops like a birthday balloon. I guess I had a time limit there. N53. We got N53 before. Okay. That was fun.